Welcome back to another episode of Charts on Demand brought to you by TradeSnyper. We got a doozy of an episode for you guys today as Bitcoin is getting completely demolished along with the rest of the crypto market. So let's dive right into it. First of all, please go follow me on TikTok if you're seeing this video. I'm trying to get to 10,000 followers, and I would really appreciate the follow on TikTok. As you can see, I update pretty much every day and just give quick little clips of what's going on. Last video was Dogecoin, and we're going to be taking a look at Dogecoin today, along with a bunch of other cryptos and stocks, including AMC. We might take a look at GameStop and just try to make some sense of this crazy market. Dogecoin is down 25%, not looking good. So before we go any further, as you can see here, this indicator, which is basically calling the ups and the downs of the market, is called the TradeSnyper. As you can see right here, if you just look at Doge for an example, once we flip green here, the buying opportunity for Doge was right there. And then as you can see here, once it flipped from hyper green to blue, that means the end of the rally. And blue to red is indicating a selling pressure candle, and that is exactly what has happened. So as you can see, it's been bright red for a while now. It did flip green here, giving a small relief rally to the downside, but then more downside after that. And as you can see here, it broke this descending triangle. So that's our quick analysis on Dogecoin and how we use a TradeSnyper to navigate it. If you're trying to get access to the TradeSnyper, there's a few ways. You can just click on this link in my TikTok profile. It'll bring you right to it. Or just go to patreon.com/TradeSnyper, and you'll be able to find me on there and select a membership level. It's definitely a great opportunity to get the TradeSnyper and to get this indicator so you can navigate your way around the crazy crypto market. So we're going to start today with Bitcoin, as it's just been an absolute tear to the downside. I just saw a tweet over China FUD. People are saying that China is upping the regulations on Bitcoin, and they're going to start banning people's accounts who have Bitcoin and have Bitcoin transactions. I don't know if this is true. I literally just read this 2 minutes before starting this video. So that could be the reason, even if it's fear. People are afraid, and this is a reason why it's dropping is just, some FUD. So as you can see here, if we follow along with the TradeSnyper, this is how we would have navigated this on the daily. So right here is right when it flipped green, and you could have gotten in at this level right around here-ish, let's say 36, and then it was a pretty weak trading opportunity as is anything longing Bitcoin now, but you still could have made a profit, got it up to 42,000, and then once it flipped blue here, I would have gotten out. As you can see, it flips blue, and people are asking about like as far as it's in real time. So as you can see here, TradeSnyper flipped blue on the daily, but if we go to the 4-hour, right where this arrow is, let's see if we can find it. If we go to the 4-hour, try to clean this up a little bit, you can see right here, pretty much on all of them. As if we look at the recent drop, TradeSnyper flipped blue right here. If you look at the edge, see, it's blue right here. Let me get my arrow. And once it flipped blue, I'm going to change this to red to indicate for the selling pressure of the day. Once it flipped blue right here, you can see the candle's still green. There hasn't been any selling pressure. So you could have noticed this and got out right here at 40,350. As you can see, the next candle over, it was blue again, and you're getting a little bit of selling pressure, and I would have just gotten out right there. You can see here it was a little bit of a trap as it shot up, which wouldn't have mattered because you would have been out of the market. And what it would have done for you, you see it going slowly, still turning red, and then once it goes from blue to red, you see here it dumps, and that is your indicator. Once you get to red here, you got to be out of the market at that point. And that would be my people are asking about how to trade using TradeSnyper and how it's efficient. Well, look, once this flips red here, it still hasn't even dumped yet. This flipped red, and you still are sitting at this area. And then once it actually started utilizing or really indicating selling pressure, this is when the drop happened. If you go from candle to candle, you can see there. That's a 4-hour drop. It's still red, another 4-hour drop. It got picked up a little bit, but as you can see here, just more and more of a drop. I mean, this is just very, very dangerous, especially for people who thought this was going to be a big rally and, oh, it broke 40K and it's going to do all-time highs. No, it's not right now. So yeah, as you can see, this is just a major drop and just more selling, and that brings us right to where we're at now. It looks to me like Bitcoin's in two sort of structures here. As you can see, it's in this sort of parallel channel. As you see it pinging up and down, and then as you can see here, this looks to me looks like a rising wedge, or I like to call it a failed rally or a fake rally. When I see these wedges pointing to the upside, it usually goes down, and then when I see the wedges pointing to the downside, it usually goes up. So we're going to take a note of that. Like another perfect example of this wedge I'm speaking of right now is right here. You literally copy paste the same thing. Let's get rid of this one. As you can see, it's a bigger wedge. Boom. So as you can see right here, it's a perfect example. You have to kind of modify it a little bit, but look, here's another example of the wedge pattern. So people say, oh, TA doesn't do anything, and you know, it doesn't matter. It's all China. No, you could literally have predicted this in you know, perfectly. Look, we'll go back and we'll do it again. Here it is. TradeSnyper flips blue. Boom. There's the drop. Blue, and then as you can see the red, selling pressure, and then bam, just an absolute catastrophe. So got to pay attention, watch the indicator. Now, if this flips green, we could get a buying opportunity right here, and it could go back up and test the 40K area. If this, however, breaks, it's going to be extremely bad. This is like the last line of support. I mean, as you can see here in the 4-hour, you know, we test 31, and now we didn't get the 31. So that is a little bit bullish right there. The fact that it didn't come down and fall to this point usually indicates to me that it's going to go up. So we'll see. I'm not saying go out and buy Bitcoin today, but just keep your eyes open. And again, be very careful. I'm very worried about the daily and this flipping red. If the daily flips red, indicating selling pressure, it's going to be really bad. I could see us falling to as low as these areas here. This is a $20,000 Bitcoin. So all this area right here, it's very important to note, it has not been tested. This whole area has not been tested. When we ran up on this rally, got rejected at around 43K and fell all the way back down to 30K. Keep in mind, this was in a bull market. I'm not saying we're in a bear market right now, but this was the beginning of the bull market. So, you know, this is a good buying opportunity here. Now it's the different end of the story, okay, as it ran all the way up here, and now it's a totally different type of market. This fall right here changed everything. This fall from 63 all the way down to 30, that's almost a 50% drop. This fall right here changed the structure of the market, in my opinion. So the only way we're getting to be back into this bull market is if this exact like area here holds. We're going to draw a little line here. If this general area right here holds, you know, and bounces, it could shoot up, go crazy. But the problem that I'm looking at is if this does not hold. This is the last leg of support. If this doesn't hold, we're going to go back to 20K. I mean, that's just how it's going to be. So that's my rant on Bitcoin. I want to show a couple other things. As far as the monthly chart goes, I'm going to hide this for a second. Look at the freaking monthly chart. Okay, so it's hyper blue, and the TradeSnyper is hyper blue. And the last time TradeSnyper flipped from hyper blue was here back in 2018, and that kicked off the bear market. And as you can see, it was just months and months and months of selling, lows, and then just more selling. Yeah, there were definitely some bullish. Did I just say bull market? I'm not sure. This kicked off the bear market rather. So blue to red. Once TradeSnyper turns blue to red, you're going to get a ton of selling, and that's exactly what happened. And I remember this vividly. So it's just looking real bad as far as, you know, making investments and trying to catch this falling knife here. It just looks really bad. This could be in the second wave of selling. Our next major support level is going to be probably around 20K. So if you're in Bitcoin, I wouldn't sell. I wouldn't do anything. I would just be neutral. Dollar cost averaging is probably the best way. You could go ahead and dollar cost average. You know, I would say go ahead and you know, if it falls, I would definitely pick it up right around 21K if you can get it that low. So that's Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at Shiba Inu. A lot of people talk about Shiba Inu coin. token, whatever the heck it is. They're saying it's the Dogecoin killer. I don't really know about that, but we're going to take a look anyway. So here on the 4-hour, you can see SHIBA was in a descending triangle-looking structure, and it shot up. It got listed on Coinbase. This was the Coinbase listing in this general area. As you can see here, here's the profit-taking sell-off. TradeSnyper flipped blue. Then from blue to red, right exactly here. And as you can see, once it flipped to red, the selling pressure just continued on SHIBA. Now it's red as well, and the selling pressure is continuing. But we're at the end of this triangle, as you can see here, just like it was here. And if it gets support, SHIBA could be a good buying opportunity for more upside. But again, it all depends on what Bitcoin does. If you look at the daily on SHIBA, the daily's blue. If this actually flips to red right here, SHIBA is going to get cracked. So you know, conflicting charts, and it's just best to stay safe. So just be very careful with Shiba Inu. We're going to take a look at AMC. I don't want to make this just a crypto channel. I want to do stocks as well. As you can see, AMC is down 5% for the day. We had this descending triangle, which actually turned to a rally right here. And then this is I like to call it a fake rally because I don't think AMC is sustainable. But as you can see, the best time to sell AMC would have been right here once TradeSnyper flipped blue, and you would have gotten the heck out. And then again right here, once it flipped red, and you could have gotten the heck out. Now, I am very worried if this line of support here breaks on AMC, that it's, I'm not worried. I mean, whatever, people made enough money, but this could get cracked to downside as well. All these stocks that have had these huge run-ups are in big trouble if this doesn't hold right here. So if this TradeSnyper's blue on the daily, if this flips to red, this candle looks terrible, and it doesn't look like it's going to rally. I could see AMC dropping heavily. So if you have AMC, I would be very careful and don't rush into anything that you aren't prepared to lose if the worst happens. Now, good note, I will say, I actually looked at this on a lower time frame, but on the hourly, yeah, actually, scratch that bad note. So on the hourly looks bad. Here's why. So we have this level of support here. Let me flip this. We have this level of support here, and it shot up. We had this level of support here, and it shot up. It got rejected. It did not break this. When it falls out of here, it's usually down for some more downside. I am going to leave this just like this on AMC, and we will revisit it in a few days to see if this is true. But I would say definitely some more downside on AMC, but we will see. Okay, we're going to take a look at Dogecoin. We looked at this earlier in the video. As you can see, it's down 23%. Oh, man, that is brutal. We're going to go take a look. As you can see, the top of Dogecoin, top right here was about 73 cents. I want to see how much we're down from the top, and this will be a good indicator to try to figure out when to get in if you are trying to buy Doge, which a lot of people I'm sure are. And from the top right now, where it sits around, this is around a 70% correction. It did fall about 72% total, which is awesome. I would say we would be looking for a full-blown 80 to 85% correction, which would bring you down to, I think, 12 cents. I have said that in other videos. So Dogecoin is not out of the woods yet. I mean, just because it's fallen this much does not mean that it's going to get picked up and bought up. So I think that Doge could be in a little bit more trouble, but we will see. As far as the 4-hour goes, it did break out of this descending triangle-looking structure here. Let me try to clean this up. Something like this. Yeah, maybe something. Looks like it's in one of those wedges, but maybe not. Yeah, something like this-ish. As you can see, it fell out of the end of this triangle, came back up to the tip of the triangle, got rejected. Let's see if this makes sense. Yeah, something like that. Came back up to the tip of the triangle, got rejected by the bottom, and then fell. As you can see, I've talked in other videos where that is just an absolute death sentence. You could probably expect Doge to get bought up a little bit, come back to the tip of this triangle again, get rejected. Unless it shoots right through it, goes back up, but we're going to need a miracle for that to happen. Dogecoin is in big trouble if it doesn't get bought up soon, because it just keeps dropping and dropping lower than any sort of support points could hold. So yeah, every single chart just looks bad. You can't go anywhere for salvation on Doge. So let's just check the weekly real quick. I'm gonna take a peek, move all these so it makes some sense. And yeah, Doge looks absolutely terrible. You have a parabolic SAR above the weekly candle. I think Doge could most likely go back to, like I said, 10, 12 cents. And then I would consider getting in, but that's going to be a big drop. XRP Ripple, again, same deal. There's a parabolic star above the daily candle, not good. Parabolic star is a stop and reverse. So as you can see here, once you get the SARs above the candle, as it was right here, that is not a good look for XRP. I do recall somebody on TikTok telling me XRP is gonna go up so high that I will cry blood, and I will never forget that as long as I live. They said I'm gonna cry blood. I think the only thing bleeding is Ripple's price. As you can see right here, I noticed this candle brought Ripple to the whopping low of 65 cents. And if you notice right now, it's barely hanging on to that support level. That is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying for XRP. I mean, holy cow. If this doesn't hold, I mean, this is like, look, this is the last, it's on the exact, let me move TradeSnyper, it's on the exact level where it was back here in May, and from here, it shot up, but as you can see, it was like a fake rally, and now it just looks absolutely terrible. If this was to break, Ripple's in some big trouble. I mean, I could just see this has to be support. If this doesn't hold, I mean, we're looking at, oh man, I would honestly think that you could, I mean, I have to do a little bit more analyzation, but, you know, you're looking at, man, 50 cents, between 35 and 50 cent range, I think you could probably expect. As you can see, the low, this was on March 20th. This hit, hold up. That is crazy. Oh, that was 2020. Okay. That makes sense. This hit 10 cents. So in 20, I was like, what? When did it hit 10 cents? This is the daily chart. So this is, yeah, back in 2020, hit 10 cents and then shot all the way up to probably the best buying opportunity on the planet, $2. Oh my God. So just off the fact that Dogecoin or XRP shot up that much from the bottom, I mean, let's see the math. So imagine you bought it back then at 10 cents. That is a whopping 2,200% gain. Unbelievable. So yeah, this has to correct. I mean, it just has to. So we're gonna leave this here. I would say you know, XRP could be going down to test these lower points. I would say we're in for some rough roads ahead if it doesn't get bought up quickly. TradeSnyper is bright red on the daily. I mean, that's just a death sentence. As you can see, the last couple times TradeSnyper flipped red on the daily. It just got absolutely cracked. So yeah, I have no answers. I mean, there's, you know, just dollar cost average. If you want to get in, I would just buy some on every single drop. If it drops 15%, drop, buy some. If it drops another 15%, buy more. I mean, you're gonna lose US dollar value, but at least you'll have a bag for the day that it does inevitably go and do something like this. You know, I don't want to spread FUD, but I mean, look at this upswing on the daily. I mean, look at this. This is insane. From 23 cents and then just all the way up. I mean, this run up is absolutely insane. And as you can see, it happened right at the end of just a ton of selling back in 2020. Just a ton of selling and then just a huge upswing. So just understand that is the game that we're playing, and don't ever risk more than you can afford to lose. Okay, so that's XRP. Again, steer clear or dollar cost average. Either way, just be very careful, as it's, like I said, the end of the descending triangle, not looking good. Last one for the day, Ethereum, and then we'll do one more random one. ETH is clearly in this sort of, here was the downtrend on ETH right here, and this is now the new level of support. Now, this is clear as day that this was a fake rally. These are what I like to call these fake looking rallies, where it's in rally formation. This is rally formation, but it has to break this and go up, and it didn't. So that just tells me that that was fake. Now here I notice ETH getting some sort of little bit of stability, but it's also fell under $2,000, which is really bad for Ethereum. We had these candles here were set out to go to a pattern that we drew, and I just want to go over that real quick. And it almost exactly went to a T. This was just ETH copied and then flipped So it fell, went up, got rejected by the rally. This is what I mean by a fake rally. Got rejected again here, and then fell out completely. And then now it's just been in a downward spiral of death. It's down 13% in one day, so that's really bad. So we're going to see what's going to happen with Ethereum and the rest of the cryptos. But as you can see, I mean, this is just awful. So it's awful for hodlers, and it's amazing for people who do not have any crypto and are looking to scale in. I'm sure a lot of you watching are paying attention to that and saying, when do we buy? When? Well, when we're going to buy is when this weekly chart, when the weekly chart flips green right here. Okay, this is what we need. And as you can see, the best time to buy ETH would have been when TradeSnyper flipped from red to green on the weekly, which was October 19th of 2020. You could have gotten ETH at $375 a coin if you just pay attention to this indicator. And that I'm literally going to wait for that to happen. So the weekly flipped green, hyper green here, and then just a huge, massive run up. So that's what I'm waiting for. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna take one quick look at Bitcoin again. It's just looking terrible, 3,200. There's not much to say or do. I would just wait and see where the market goes. And if you are gonna buy some today. Fine. There's nothing wrong with that strategy. Just make sure that you have enough fuel to continue to buy if it falls. As far as selling goes, there's literally no point to sell at this point because it's dropped already so far. So if you're hodling, hodl on. And if you're looking to buy, I would just, like I said, wait for it to make a decision around this $30,000 level. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Please let me know any other coins you want to look at or cryptos or stocks. As you can see, everything is just getting bludgeoned in the crypto market. And as far as the stock market goes, again, not looking good either. As you can see, here's AMC falling a little bit more than we were talking about earlier. We have just a bunch of things. Now here's what's going well today. Palladium, Dash, Moderna, that could be short-lived. Penn, National Gaming, nice 3%, but it's not much. Okay, so that's basically it. Again, the TradeSnyper. If you want to get access, just go over to patreon.com/TradeSnyper, and you can sign up for the month-to-month. You can cancel at any time, so there's no pressure, and it's the price of a cup of coffee. Okay, so that's definitely good. If I were you and you had no indicators and no clue what's going on with this market and you want answers, just buy the TradeSnyper and we'll get the answers. So as you can see here, you know, it's calling the market to a T. So it's almost comical. So that's TradeSnyper. Please follow me on TikTok again. We've been posting and you know, just trying to get up to 10,000 followers. So every follower is appreciated. And that should be about it. Please check in tomorrow for more trading advice and TradeSnyper action in the market. All right, thank you so much, and have a blessed day.